They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas.Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Texas.Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Auburn Tigers offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back
breaks into the open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Shakes off the defender. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of his QBs, got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
There was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Tigers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas offense will take the field for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with a clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There are a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC.
Oh, he's got some space. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Running to the left. Nice move. Creates some space. Oh, he broke out another move. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
To the ground. He's got it again. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Manning. Finds his man. It's Wingo. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
The Longhorns are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a man. It's Wingo. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Wide out trying to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Extra point here will tie the game. And the point after is good. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Pulls and fired complete. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Hauls it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. What a throw! Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Motion from the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Wingo. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quickly complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So here comes the Auburn offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. There he goes. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Give to the running back.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds a man on the left. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Handoff to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Frazier. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Quarterback on the keeper. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit them right in the middle of the field.
Dropping back, it's Manning. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark it down at the 38-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. If you had a DB on the bingo card for the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, and I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end, and I'm going to get sacks? Like, hey, defensive line, you want to get me some sacks? Or I guess I'll do it myself.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Off play action on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
And making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Dropping back, it's Manning. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Off play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Working the middle. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Finds his big tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Longhorns have taken it inside the 20. Going to swing it on second down. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the steps.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They'll try to sneak it. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. On the run, it's Cobb. Breaks into the open. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting it second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Frazier. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. And the Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the reels, takes it in for the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. So a drive there of 85 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Keep bringing the heat like that, you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Longhorns will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He takes it at the 45. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Pulls it, fired, complete. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for room. It's Alston. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Well, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Hunt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Snags it on the right. Open spaces. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. From the gun, running back on the move. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. So now it's 2nd and long. Reads it, fires complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Manning. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. The lead now up to 7 and 24-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. They stop him just a league or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Got his man to the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
That's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grab near the sticks. It's Singleton. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman.
And the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. The lone back's got it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. He got it. That'll bring him to within 4. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Texas offense. They'll open this third quarter with a run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Rushes on him. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
To the air, it's Manning. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter and get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds space on the right. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Trying play action. Caught over the middle. It's Cobb. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Offense in a bunch formation. To the air on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Singleton. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And you got to be so careful on defense trying to cover this game breaker in the slot. He's got speed, and he'll run double moves. He is a threat to go downtown and take the top off your defense.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Gives it on the option. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run play action. Snags it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. We saw it right there.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The field goal is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Got it in the middle. It's Baxter. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. There he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Makes the grab. It's Moore. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wingo. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Manning. Oh, they're after him. Quickly to the tight end. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave him no opportunity for a return. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese is closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll try the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. So here comes the Auburn offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. On the run, fires downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the shuffle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. action. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
He'll keep it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
How easy was that? I mean, when you got a quarterback that can run design runs like this and get you 5+ yards just to make it look that easy, God, it makes it really hard for the defenses to stop.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Under fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
Back to pass. Got a man. It's Simmons. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Out of the gun to give to the back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold and finds his man on the left. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as they get...
Touchdown, Texas! And the stomping has commenced. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle, it's Simmons. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Man, he just continues to be on fire at the quarterback spot, continues to chew up yards over 100, over 200, over 300. Now we're over 450. Have yourself a day, young man.
On the move, it's Alston. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Frazier.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella.
That was a nice grab by the tight end. Didn't get many yards, wasn't real open, but at least make the catch, at least get a little positivity on the play.
That's a first down for the offense.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Looking to throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. Touchdown, Tigers. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. These 2 have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
two-point conversion attempt is on the way. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. He breaks a tackle. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
He leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
All right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We've got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Manning. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Alston. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Catch in the middle. It's Frazier. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle on offense.
Looking to throw on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Big fella showing some ability, got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, the running back has it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Motion from the back. Grab behind the line. It's Alston. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. This offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Nice move to keep running. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
On the option. He'll pitch it.
Who is he?
He'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield
No.
for 49.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the fourth quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll send the back in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Baxter. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
And the nice thing about late in the football game, when you have the lead, you kind of know the defense will get aggressive. You might get some man coverage. They get it to the receiver out wide. I love the run after the catch. He's got such playmaking ability. That's a big first down for this offense.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
It's complete to the right, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. This feels like four-down territory, third and short from the 40. Handoff from the gun. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good from 58 yards out.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So here comes the Auburn offense. He'll start this drive firing. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Caught near the sticks. It's Singleton. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Good enough for a first down.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Frazier. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the fourth. Makes the grab. It's Cobb. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books.
Throw is really just sliding down.